Let's go. Big game tonight for the Indiana Fever, and it starts right now.
There's a game on the track. Snowman on the mic, no mistake, he elevates. Play by play.
The pitch. We're going to drive into deep center field. Miller back at the track, looking up. See you later! Go, Danny, go! 30, 20, 10, 5, good night, touchdown! Unbelievable!
Formation in motion, hands off McFerrin, running off right tackle, and McFerrin is loose! Goodbye, baby! 20, 10, 5, touchdown!
And the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss! Put it in the book, and that's a Spartan winner!
Vision, precision, lifting hope. Every word is the mission. Ambition with his queen by his side, no division. Just fusion.
And good evening, everybody. Brian Snow here with you. 39 is the magic number that we are away from achieving the magic 2,000 subscribers. And the magic number, more importantly, for the Indiana Fever is 4. A combination of 4 between us and the Los Angeles Sparks. Wins or losses will put the Fever in the 8th spot and in the playoffs. And we're going to keep a close eye on the Los Angeles Sparks tonight because they have the Atlanta Dream. Another team that's in play is also the Seattle Storm. Since the Fever swept the Storm this year in WNBA play, that is also to our advantage. But the team that's behind us by a game and a half is the Los Angeles Sparks, and therefore that is the team we are going to keep our eye on. A lot of people I know are going to be watching the Chiefs and the Chargers. We are 3 minutes away from tip-off of the game that we have, and I'm making sure that I have everything straight here. It's the Indiana Fever and the Chicago Sky. The Fever trying to make it a perfect 5-0 against Chicago this year. And once again, good evening, everybody. Brian Snow here with you. Brandon Keeler is here with us. Kenneth Clark in the house. Callie Greenshields, who will provide our brain benders this evening. Our studio producer is Victor Locke, and our coordinating producer, y'all know her well, the lovely Dr. K, a.k.a. Jody Snow, will help coordinate tonight's broadcast. As mentioned, we're a few minutes away from tip-off, and someone asked me for an update on what I'm doing with my studio. I've torn it apart. I put some pieces back together. I figured out what was wrong with my big monitor. I have to order another plug for it. But there's a few things I'm going to test before we go live tomorrow afternoon with college football with the Iowa Hawkeyes and the Iowa State Cyclones from Ames, Iowa. Tiger Stripes Media is here with us this evening. We invite you all to like, share, and subscribe to any and everybody. And for those of you that are in the YouTube game, if you can drop a super chat, I want to make that a monthly thing so I can continue to help my family. If you have the ability to do that, that would be great. If you can help us via a Cash App with $sign Tall Man Dr. K50, that would be great. Indiana sits a game behind Seattle. Seattle 10.5 back in the standings. Indiana 11 back. 12.5 back are the Los Angeles Sparks. And that is the situation that we are paying attention to this evening. As mentioned, the Atlanta Dream will play the Los Angeles Sparks. And I'm reading this quote from Caitlin Clark. Quote, I had hoped to share a better update, but I will not be returning to play this season. I spent hours in the gym every day with the singular goal of getting back out there. Disappointed that isn't a reality. Of course, those of you who know and have found out early in the week like we did, Caitlin Clark out for the remainder of the season. Let's just hope for a good, strong recovery so she can come back next year. Let's hope they get a deal done so they can come back next year. And Caitlin Clark can have an absolutely phenomenal comeback year. Put it in the chat, folks. What do you think? Do the Fever make it 5 in a row over the Chicago Sky this year? Remember last year they went 3-1 against Chicago. And Angel Reese will not play this evening as she received her 8th technical foul and is suspended. It's Michaela Onyenware, Maddie Westbell, Camila Cardoso, Ariel Atkins, and Rachel Banham. That's the five on the floor for the Sky. The Fever will be matched with Lexi Hall, Natasha Howard, Aaliyah Boston, Odyssey Sims, and Kelsey Mitchell. Aaliyah Boston will take the center jump against Camila Cardoso. Fever are favored by 11. Coming into tonight, Chicago will wear the black. Fever will wear the red. And here comes Chicago right to left in the first quarter as we get started. Ariel Atkins out front has it back on the right wing. Atkins holds and looks with the ball over her head up top to Banham. Back to Atkins. Over the top pass in the corner. Driving his own way to the hole. Lays it in. 2-0 in favor of the Sky. Indiana left to right in the home red uniforms this evening. Odyssey Sims standing dribble off to the right. Plays it up top to Aaliyah Boston. Boston on the drive against Cardoso with the backdoor to Kelsey Mitchell. She shoots it in. 2 apiece and 9:20 remaining in the first half. Ariel Atkins brings it up. Atkins in the front court calling a play with the left hand. Pounding a dribble with the right hand. Hands to Cardoso. Back to Atkins on the right wing. Sorry I missed the last game against the Mercury. I now have a new part-time job. I got home late and I immediately crashed. Atkins, 18-footer from the left. No good. Rebound. Natasha Howard tipped it. Odyssey Sims saved it. It's out of bounds. It belongs to Indiana. Kenneth Clark says, yes, they will beat Chicago this evening. I believe they will too. I believe they will complete the sweep and move one step closer to the playoffs. Magic number 4 coming into tonight. Sims across in the front court. Sims a standing dribble. Plays it to Aaliyah Boston. Boston on the move to the right, guarded by Cardoso. Boston turns on the dribble against Cardoso. Picks up a dribble. Out front, Mitchell. A straight on 3. Splash! Their first 3-point field goal of the game. They had a hard time getting threes up against Phoenix with that terrific defense. 5-2, Chicago leads at 8:31 remaining in the first quarter. Branham in the front court. Plays it to Westbell. Bounce pass right side to Atkins. Or to Onyenware, I beg your pardon. Atkins between the circles to Cardoso, or to Westbell, I beg your pardon. Maddie Westbell, one bounce dribble, places to Banham in the left corner, 7 to shoot. Banham on the approach, finds Cardoso, backs in on Boston, backs in, fakes, now swings the right-handed hook, off the glass and in, as the shot clock went dead. 5-4 our score, 8 minutes remaining in the first half. Cardoso averaging 13.4 points per game, and 8.5 rebounds in her second year out of South Carolina. Lexi Hall on the fly all the way. Baseline jump. Good. Lexi Hall with her first basket. And it's now 7-4. And 7:48 remaining in the opening quarter. Lexi Hall, 7.2 points per game coming into tonight. Mitchell with a near steal. It's out of bounds. And it will stay with the Chicago Sky. They'll have 17 to shoot. And 7:42 remaining in the opening quarter. It'll be Onyenware that will pull the trigger. Foul line extended left. In play it comes to Westbell. Now to Onyenware. Back to Cardoso down low. Cardoso spins on Boston. Spins again. Another right-handed hook. That one's in. 7-6 and 7.5 remaining in the quarter. Odyssey Sims brings it up. Out front, Aaliyah Boston. Boston on the move to the right. Now finds Kelsey Mitchell. 20 foot ahead of the key. Got it. Kelsey Mitchell has it stuck on automatic. She's got 5 early points. Michael Lyle will be proud of me for using that phrase. And it's 9-6 in favor of the Fever and 7:14 remaining in the opening quarter. Ariel Atkins off to the right with a bounce pass out front to Banham. Over to the right side for Westbell. A 3-try from the left. Nope. Long rebound chased down by Lexi Hall. Lexi Hall on the push. Finds Odyssey Sims. Sims on the drive. In from the right. Lost the ball. Able to get it back. And it's out of bounds. It'll belong to Chicago. Sims ran into an absolute wall and was unable to keep possession. Indiana 4-4 coming out of the gate. Chicago 3 out of 5. 2 of those 3 field goals belong, or all 3 of them belong to Camila Cardoso. Bannon with a 3-try out front. Nope. Long rebound chased down by Natasha Howard. Howard clears, gives it to Boston, who hands to Sims on the fly. Sims in the front court, driving all the way in, lays it up. Nope, but a foul called, and Sims shoots 2. Foul is charged to Onyenware. That's her first and the first team foul. Sims in her 10th year out of Baylor will head to the free throw line. 6:39 remaining in the opening quarter. Sims in 9 games with Indiana has averaged 10 points. She had a big game in the win in Los Angeles. Free throw good. 10-6 in favor of the Fever, and 6:39 remaining in the quarter. AB Media with us from Indianapolis, Indiana. And I thank you, AB, for joining us. Second free throw, good. If the Sky lose, how long before the Diva goes on a temper tantrum? I don't think it'll be long. We'll keep an eye on Northwestern tonight as they're playing Western Illinois, and the Wildcats lead 7-0. At the free throw line, Jumper Atkins, good. That's her first field goal of the game, and it's 11-8. Right back come the Fever as Lexi Hall has it front court to the left. Over the top pass into Natasha Howard, low left against Westbelt. Howard backs in, turns, shoots, missed it. Out to Mitchell. Mitchell dumps it to Boston, 15-footer, got it from right of the key. Aaliyah Boston with her first basket. And it's 13-8 and 6:05 left in the quarter. Atkins in the front court. Atkins on the drive off to the left. Out front it comes to Cardoso. Cardoso hands it to Onyenware. Onyenware on the fly in the lane with a 5-footer. Good. 13-10 and 5:50 left. Right back come the Fever as Lexi Hall has the front court to the left. Each team has hit 5 field goals. Bounce past Natasha Howard with a spin. Throws it up. Nope, but a foul called. And Natasha Howard shoots a pair. In the 4 previous games between these two teams, Indiana has won all of them by at least 15 points. The lowest point differential was 15, and that was in the last game these two teams played. And that final was 93-78. Tyler Marsh in his first season as the coach of the Fever. Natasha Howard to the free throw line, offers the first one good. Going into next year, what the Fever have to get better at is closing games out. Because there are 10 of them on this ledger I can tell you about where they've, excuse me, had the lead but couldn't close it out. Second free throw up, second free throw down. 15-10, Indiana by 5 and 5:38 remaining in the opening quarter. Atkins over the top into Cardoso. Spins on Aaliyah Boston. Throws a wild shot up. No good. Rebound out of bounds on a loose ball foul, and Odyssey Sims is down. Michaela Onyenware will pick up the loose ball foul. And Onyenware is saying, how? Oh, shucks. I knew there was a setting I didn't finish. Let me take care of that right now. We're at a break, 15-10 in favor of the Fever, 5:31 remaining in the opening quarter. Let's pause for this timeout. Okay. That will take care of that. Okay, that's the part I needed to take care of. Callie Greenshields will provide our brain-bending trivia this evening. We'll have all types of updates, and this one's for Callie. Blue Jays 3 and the Blue Jays 3, Yankees nothing. They're going to the top of the second inning in that game. I'm going to make an adjustment. Well, doggone it. There, I thought I answered that question. Get out of here. You know what, Tiger Stripes? I have no idea what's going on with our 49ers right now. I will not make or pass any judgment until week 1 on Sunday. And then I will make all my assessments from there. Because I cannot tell you anything. From what I'm being told, and it's all centered around Christian McCaffrey, our running back stable is going to be good because we're going to get Isaac Orendo back. There, that's better. We're going to get Isaac Orendo back. We lost Jordan Mason to free agency. He is now with the Vikings. But I think we're going to have a good stable this year anyway, especially with the acquisition of one Brian Robinson. So I say, hold your horses. Let's take care of business on Sunday in Seattle because I still feel we're going to go into Seattle and blow them out. Mm. What in the world? Okay. So the feed had a problem. Oh, Odyssey Sims bounced off the floor. 4:59 left in the quarters. We're back from the timeout. Cardoso has it out front between the circles. Hands to Atkins. Atkins on the move to the left to Kia Nurse for three. Nope. Rebound, Natasha Howard. Indiana ball with a 5-point lead and 4:45 left in the opening quarter. Out front is Mitchell. Mitchell on the fly, right down the lane, shoots it up. Nope. Foul call. And that will send us to an official timeout with 4:40 remaining in the opening quarter. Your score is the Indiana Fever 15 and the Chicago Sky 10 on the Indiana Sports Hub. We are at 1,961 subscribers. We're trying to get to the magic 2,000. I've got college football coming your way tomorrow, a full day on tap. But before I do that, I got to make sure that the house is in order so my wife can have a lazy weekend and cheer on her Hoosiers. And there's not much more to do. I probably will be up for a while after the game, so I'm going to knock it all out tonight. And then I'm going to pass out, and I'll be in here at 11, the pregame pulse at 11:30 Eastern, and then high noon kickoff, baby. And the game we're going to pay attention to, the Iowa State Cyclones hosting the Iowa Hawkeyes. Liberty and Seattle coming up next. Got to cheer on the Liberty for that game, although I do like the Liberty. Dallas and Los Angeles on the 7th. Chicago goes to Vegas as they're playing out the string. The Vegas locked into the number 2 seed. And then our final game of the year after we see Washington on Sunday is we get the Minnesota Lynx. That's on the 9th, and that's a 7:30 tip time. And since I'm working on Tuesday nights now as a trivia jockey, I won't be able to do the season finale. But the playoffs will start on the 14th. So that's going to be the 4th game that I miss, and it's due to a work commitment. But I will be here for the playoffs pending the schedule. And I'm already seeing that I don't know what the problem is with the locked in chat that I have. I'm going to remove it and I'm going to try to put it back. No, wrong button. Fever lead 15-10. After the timeout, Brianna Turner will enter for Natasha Howard. Turner getting a lot of playing time, especially with all of the injuries that the Fever have suffered. Sergey Uzun comes on for Rachel Bannum for Chicago. And then when we get back to play, Kelsey Mitchell will be at the free throw line to shoot a pair. Stephanie White in her 5th season as WNBA head coach. She is 113-76 overall. She's in her 2nd stint with the Indiana Fever. You all are going to see some moving parts here because I've decided that this is the thing I'm going to use from here on out. Okay. I'm going to try to put this back in. Oh, wait a minute. Brian got an idea. I'll save that, and I'll go to Streamlabs and see what I can do there. 15-10 our score. Mitchell's free throw, good. 16-10. Mitchell versus Chicago this year, averaging over 23 points a contest. The second attempt on the way, good. 17-10. Biggest lead of the night for the Indiana. It's at 7, and 4:35 left in the opening quarter as Uzun trots it up. Uzun in the front court, plays it to Atkins. Atkins has it off to the right. Atkins against Lexi Hall. Out front to Williams. Dumps it low for Cardoso, trying to save it. Does in the left corner. 8 to shoot. On the left wing is Williams. Hot Rod Williams hands it to Kia Nurse with a crossover dribble. Nurse to the free throw line. Down the lane. Throws it up. Nope. 24-second violation. Another turnover against the Chicago Sky. or their first turnover, I beg your pardon, as they just flashed the numbers in front of me. 4:10 for the quarter, 7-point Indiana lead. Mitchell out front to Hall, 18-footer, got it. Lexi Hall has been hitting her shots lately. And it's 19-10, biggest lead of the night. Indiana 6 of 7 from the field, including a 3-point field goal, and we get a foul as Williams drove to the hoop. I'm going to put a different chat box in here, and I hope this works. All right, and then we go here. Quiet. And then here. I'll move this over here. Free throw, good. 19-11 our score, and 3:56 remaining in the opening quarter. Williams, the veteran from Maryland, attempts the second free throw, missed it. Aaliyah Boston with the long rebound. Ahead to Kelsey Mitchell. Mitchell in the front court, outside right. Mitchell stands and looks, now finds Aaliyah Boston. Back to Mitchell. Right side Hall for three. Rebound Williams. Uzan brings it up. Uzan in the front court, outside left. 18 on the shot clock. Uzan picks up the dribble, plays it out front to Williams, hands to Nurse on the drive, right of the lane, all the way to the hoop, lays it up, no good, and Aaliyah Boston the rebound. Ariel Powers in the game for the first time, and Powers brings it up. Powers, Turner, Boston, Hall, and Mitchell. 5 on the floor. Back to Hall, flying down the lane, had it blocked by Nurse, cleared by Nurse. Chicago has it on the run. Uzan in the front court. Uzan directing traffic out front. On the left side is Cardoso. Over the top pass into Hot Rod Williams. Williams low, left against Turner, walks in, throws the shot up. Nope, but a foul called, and Williams shoots two. All right. Elizabeth Williams with 2 shots and 3:02 left in the opening quarter. Aaliyah Boston charged with a foul, and Williams drops the free throw, making it 19-12. All right, you all are, like I said, you all are seeing some moving parts as we build this thing. We'll get you an update on the Seahawks and the Seahawks and the Chiefs as we go on. And Callie has the first brain bender of the night. Goes like this. I was an MVP, a champion, WNBA champion, finals MVP, defensive player of the year, played for the Monarchs, Storm and Fever, 8-time All-Star. And I have no idea that I don't have a clue as to who that is. Okay, we got that situated. (19-12) our score. Free throw number 2, good. Making it 19-13. Mitchell trots it up. Mitchell, Boston, Hull, Turner, and Powers for Indiana. Hull 2 of 4 from the field early on tonight. Here's Powers out front. Powers on the drive, down the lane, lays it up. No foul called, and Powers shoots 2. Man, I can't adjust the... Never mind. All right, we're going to go on and get out of that. Me and Pensman did last night's NFL game. Hope you guys had fun doing it. Area Powers in 5 games this year, averaging a little under 8 points a game. The first attempt by Powers is good. 2:48 left in the opening quarter. NBA Finals MVP, Defensive Player of the Year, played for the Monarchs, Storm, and Fever. You know what, Callie? Her name's on the tip of my tongue, and I can't think of it. I can't think of it. Second attempt, good. 21-13. 2:45 left in the opening quarter as Uzan hustles it up front court to the right, guarded by Shea Petty, the veteran from Temple, who's on the floor. Out front, it comes to Nurse, a 3 from the left. Right long rebound tipped and gathered in by Shea Petty. Powers out to the right. Bounce pass low right to Demiris Dantas, who had it poked away. Gathered in by Turner. On the drive is Mitchell. Powers fakes a three. Now drives in from the right. Reverse layup is good. Becca Allen is on the floor along with Maddie Westbeld and Uzin to the free throw line. Comes back out with a right-handed dribble. Allen off to the left. Allen on the drive. Left of the lane jumper. Nope. Long rebound taken down by Penny. Ahead to Mitchell. Mitchell flying in the front court. Now skids to a stop outside right. Back to the left side for Petty. 1:55 left in the opening quarter. Here comes Petty on the drive. Into the lane. Fakes. Comes back out to Dantas. Dantas turns to the right, hands it to Mitchell. Mitchell back to Dantas, flying to the hole, lays it in. And the lead is a dozen, 25-13. And 1:41 remaining in the opening quarter, and Chicago wants time. The blitz is on for the Fever. They lead 25-13 with 1:41 left in the first quarter. Let's take this timeout. Northwestern leading Western Illinois 15-0. They're in the first quarter of that game. Safe to say, I think Northwestern's going to wind up winning that game. James Madison leads Louisville 7-0. I should have a guess as to Callie's question, but I don't have one. I've got no guess whatsoever. The nickname is causing something to jar, but I can't think of it. I cannot think of it. I should know this. I should know this. I can't think of it for the life of me. Let me try and get a guess in. Wait a minute. Nickname Yo-Yo, play for the Sparks. Doggone it. I know it. Callie, your first answer of the night is Yolanda Griffith. Immediately when you said Yo-Yo, I thought of the name Yolanda because that's a popular nickname. I couldn't put the last name to it. I had to think about it. Yolanda Griffith is the first answer. We're back to business. 1:35 left in the opening quarter. Allen has it between the circles. And we get a foul away from the ball on whom? We got 1:32 remaining in the opening period of play. 25-13 in favor of the Indiana Fever. They're up a dozen. Uzin has it out front. Right side, Banham. Offensive foul. So the Sky turn it over with 1:29 left in the opening quarter. I know the scoreboard is ahead, which brings me to my 4 rules. Whenever you hang out with the Snowman on a live play-by-play, Maddie Westbeld has 3 fouls so far. Tell you my rules at the end of the quarter. Petty lost the ball off her foot. That's going to be an over and back violation. And that will give the ball back to Chicago with 1:22 remaining in the opening quarter. Third turnover against the Fever. Turnovers early on were a big bugaboo for Indiana. Uzin has it off to the left. Out front pass stolen by Petty, who flips it ahead to Mitchell. 3 from the right corner. Splash! Kelsey Mitchell has it stuck on automatic, and she has gone mad. Early on, she's got a dozen. 1 minute for the quarter. Fever 28, Sky 13. And they turn it over again. So I showed honor to 2 of my favorite broadcasters in Kevin Harlan and the late, great Jim Durham. Because if you remember, Tyrese Halliburton has gone mad. That's from Kevin Harlan. And Stuck on Automatic is from my hero, Jim Durham. Out front pass to Dantas. Dantas off to the right. Now finds Mitchell. Back to Dantas. Flying in. Lays it in. Damiris Dantas has 4. 40 seconds for the quarter. And the Fever lead by 17. And here they go running away again. We'll check on the Fever and we'll check on the Dream and the Sparks at the end of the quarter. 30 seconds left. Petty has it in the front court. That's an important game for us to keep our eye on. We get Washington on Sunday in the midst of a madhouse of sports. Off to the right is Petty. Out front, Mitchell between the rings. 9 on the clock. Mitchell on the move to the right. Fever on an 11-2 run. That pass tipped out of bounds. Stays with Indiana. What is the most points the Indiana has scored in one quarter this season? 35. And that came against Dallas. Now we get a foul underneath with 12 and a half seconds remaining in the quarter. Or what? Do we have a 3-second violation is what we have. Defensive 3-second violation. Both teams are in the bonus. Mitchell to try to add on to the lead and does. She's got 13. As I said a moment ago, in honor to my favorite broadcaster of all time, Jim Durham, Kelsey Mitchell has it stuck on automatic. Baseline right, they look to come in. They come into Mitchell. Mitchell, 10 seconds. Mitchell out front between the circles, guarded by Uzin. 6 seconds, now 5. Mitchell on the drive, right in the lane. Throws it up, no good. She missed it. She's human, and that will close the quarter. The Indiana Fever out of the gate playing great. 31-15. That's the score on the Indiana Sports Hub. What a start for the Indiana Fever. And boy, I'll tell you, they needed that after the game they had where they were so close to catching the Phoenix Mercury, but couldn't do it. And I think this will make my buddy Michael Lyle happy when I say the following and combine two of my favorite broadcasters in Kevin Harlan and the late, great Jim Durham. Kevin Harlan said it about Tyrese Halliburton in the fourth quarter. I say it about Kelsey Mitchell in the first quarter. Kelsey Mitchell has gone mad. 13 points in the opening quarter. And to back that up, honoring Jim Durham, she has it stuck on automatic. As we head into the second quarter, Kenneth Clark asks, what is the most points that Indiana has scored in one quarter this season? I believe that answer to be 35. Second quarter score, Atlanta blowing out Los Angeles, 41-28, 7:28 remaining in the second quarter of that game. Let's do a raid. Let's do an in-between quarter raid. And the first raid we're going to do it in between quarters and timeouts, is that of Pure Adrenaline Sports. So the channel's going to drop here. Y'all know what to do. Go show them some love with a like and a subscribe and use the hashtag SnowmanRaid. All right, folks. Here is the link. And let's go raid Pure Adrenaline Sports as we get ready for the second quarter right here. The Mets and the Reds is his call. We'll check our lineups for you. Second quarter score, or second quarter lineups. Michaela Onyenware, Camila Cardoso, Rachel Banham, Ariel Atkins, and Elizabeth Williams. For the Fever, Natasha Howard back on the floor, along with Aaliyah Boston, Lexi Hall, Shea Petty, and Ariel Powers. Oh, okay. There we go. There we go. All right, raid's going on. Let's see if he'll send a raid back. Let's see if he'll send a raid our way. 31-15 as we get ready to start the second quarter. The Indiana Fever with the lead. They've held a double-digit lead on the Fever the entire season series. And they have given Chicago all kinds of frustration. Ariel Atkins in 3 games versus the Fever only averaging 7.7 points per game. Petty brings it up. Petty in the front court on the move to the right. With a scissor dribble, out front Lexi Hall. On the left side is Aaliyah Boston, guarded by Cardoso. Boston on the move to the right, now finds Powers. Powers steps in. Powers on the drive all the way to the hoop, throws the shot up, no good. Ariel Atkins the rebound. Atkins back the other way. Atkins in the front court. Over the top pass into Williams, out of bounds, but a foul called. $9:34 remaining in the second quarter. 31-15. The Fever have the lead. Atkins only 4 points so far tonight. Foul line extended right. They look to come in. They immediately come into Cardoso low right. Now to Atkins. Over the top pass tip. Cardoso gathers it in the right corner. Out it comes to Onyenware all the way to the hole. Missed the layup. Onyenware grabs the offensive rebound. Now backs in on Powers. Fadeaway shot left of the lane. No good. Rebound gathered in by Powers. AP on the push. Finds Lexi Hall off to the right. Hall over the top pass to Petty. Petty has it in the left corner out to Boston. Boston with a fake. They dump it low for Howard. Double fake. Shoots it up. Nope. Foul called. And Howard shoots 2. Callie, my guess is Yolanda Griffith. Oh, that ball was right on the side of the rim and could not fall down. 31-15, Natasha Howard, the veteran from Florida State, to the free throw line. First one good. Howard in her 12th season out of Florida State. She's averaged 8 and 5 against Chicago in 4 games this year. 32-15, biggest lead for the Indiana Fever tonight. Second attempt on the way, good. 9:03 left in the opening quarter. 10 assists a night for the Indiana Fever. Banham back the other way in the front court with a wraparound dribble off to the right. Nearly traveled, but Banham able to keep her dribble. Pass tip, out front it comes to Williams. Dump low left Cardoso. Cardoso turns and faces on Boston. Out to Ariel Atkins. Double A has it off to the left. 5 to shoot. Double A dumps it low to Cardoso. Free lane to the hoop and lays it in. She's got 6, or 8 rather. Cardoso has, she does have 6. My math was right the first time. 33-17. 8.5 for the half. Howard off to the right, hands it to Powers. AP on the move, left baseline, all the way to the hoop, lays it up. Nope. Ball tipped, comes down to Chicago, but we get a foul underneath. Now they have it to Hall. 18-footer. Good from the left. Lexi Hall with 6. I am a drama queen. I throw my team and organization under the bus, even if there was some truth to my words. I am an NCAA champion. Oh, that's easy. Angel Reese. Angel Reese is the answer to the second question. We get a foul on Aaliyah Boston. 35-17. 8:08 left in the half. Indiana threatening to run away again. Hull 6 points on the night, 3 of 5 from the field. Indiana only has 1 3-point field goal, and that belongs to Kelsey Mitchell. In play, it comes to Williams. To the left side for Onyenware. Out front, Atkins, a 3 on the way. Short, long rebound, chased down, out of bounds, belongs to the Fever. And they're up by 18 with 7:59 remaining in the first half. Indiana 2 for 4 from distance. I incorrectly said 1. Howard has it out front. Howard hands it to Powers. AP to Lexi Hall. Now Aaliyah Boston on the drive. In on Cardoso with a spin. Fadeaway shot in the lane. Rimming no. Tap Howard. Good. Natasha Howard extends the lead to 20 with 7:40 remaining in the first half. On the drive is Ariel Atkins. Runs into people. And we get a whistle underneath as Aaliyah Boston kicked it. Indiana is active on the floor tonight. Something we did not see for the most part in that on the last two games of that West Coast road trip against Phoenix and Golden State. And all the games they've lost to Golden State were by double digits. Cardoso off to the right, hands it to Atkins. Atkins on the drive in the lane, lean in, flip. Nope, but a foul called, and Atkins shoots two. 37-17, 7:24 remaining in the first half. Atkins 4 points in the game tonight. Make it 5 with that free throw. One player I am going to cover from women's college basketball to see her return back from an injury is Juju Watkins at USC. The second attempt on the way, good. Sims brings it up. Sims across in the front court. Now finds Boston. Now to Lexi Hall. Hall on the drive to the free throw line. Over the top into Boston with a fake. A right-handed hook. Good. 39-19. 7-10 for the half. Rachel Bannon brings it up. Boston 4 points, 2 rebounds, but she's got 5 assists in the ball game. She had 6 steals against the Sparks in their lone win in that season series. On the right side is Williams. Hot Rod Williams holds and looks, dumps a pass underneath to Onyenware all the way to the hole, lays it in with a left hand. 39-21. 12 assists tonight for the Indiana Fever. Here's Powers with a 15-footer. A brick. Rebound wrestled for underneath and gathered in by Williams. 6:35 left in the half. Williams back the other way, hands to Atkins. Atkins on the drive all the way to the hoop, lays it up. Nope. Rebound Natasha Howard, and back they come the other way. Howard on the push in the front court. Got bumped. Howard steps through, but a foul was called on the floor with 6:25 left in the opening half. Kelsey Mitchell back in for the Fever. Aerial Powers departs. And Powers looking a little beat up. She may have taken an elbow in the ribs. We will keep you updated on that. Sims has it in the front court. Sims, Hall, Mitchell, 4-3. Williams the rebound. Back they come the other way to Uzun. Dump low for Cardoso. Goes up. Nope. Foul called. And Aaliyah Boston commits the foul. And Camila Cardoso shoots two. So a couple of South Carolina teammates facing off tonight in the post. Cardoso in her second year out of South Carolina. A Final Four Most Outstanding Player. That, of course, was in 2023. Free throw, 24, I beg your pardon. Free throw good. 39-22. Cardoso again, ribbing good. 39-23. Biggest lead for Indiana was 20. It's 16 right now as Sims brings it up. Uzun applies the pressure. Sims waves everybody away. She wants to attack. Lexi Hall cuts through. She doesn't give it to her. Here's Howard. Backdoor to Sims. Lefty layup good. Odyssey Sims flew in from the left. Natasha Howard found her. And it's 41-23 and 5:45 left in the half. Uzun in the front court. Standing dribble between the circles. Now finds Cardoso. Back to Uzun. Uzun on the drive. In from the left all the way. Got tripped. Lost the ball. And a foul is called on Odyssey Sims. And the Fever will spend a timeout, and I think we're going to have a look at this. We'll see what happens. 5:35 left in the half. It's all Fever, 41-23 on the Indiana Sports Hub. Philadelphia leads Miami 5-1 in Major League Baseball. They're in the fourth inning. Toronto over the Yankees 4-1. They're in the top of the third. That'll make Cali happy. Atlanta over Seattle 1-0 in the top of the fourth. Kansas City and the Chargers are scoreless. They're just getting started. Northwestern leads Western 15-0. They're in the top of the second quarter there. Maryland over NIU 3-0. JMU leads Louisville. James Madison over Louisville 7-3. Eastern Washington and Boise State will go later. The Atlanta lead has been chopped to 8, 55-47. And they're in the third quarter of that game. That's a game we're going to keep our eye on. Because as long as the Fever take care of business and Atlanta gives us a hand, we could clinch a playoff by the end of this weekend. The magic number is 4. So we are going to do some scoreboard watching all day on Sunday because that is when the Fever play next. All right, we're going to try another raid, folks, because I think Pure Adrenaline Sports had some difficulties. Oh, you know what? You know what we're going to do? We're going to try a raid somewhere else first. Hmm. 5:35 left in the second quarter, and no challenge here. Well, they've got to be live now. Oh, I did it again. Oh, man, all these channels that are looking at the Chiefs and the Chargers. I can't do it, and I wasn't gonna do it anyway. Free throw good for Uzin. 41-24. Second one good. 41-25. Back comes Indiana the other way with 5.5 remaining in the first half. Here comes Sims. Sims off to the left, dances on the dribble. Out front, Mitchell back to Sims. Sims on the move this time to the right. Here's Dantas with a 3 from the right. Rimming, no. Rebound on the floor. Lexi Hall comes out with it. Out to Mitchell on the left wing. Out front, Dantas. Bullet pass to Howard. Back to the right side. Sims, a 3 on the way. Can I say it? Because my screen froze. Splash! 44-25, 7 points for Odyssey Sims, including her first 3-point goal of the night. Cardoso has it off to the left. Cardoso over the top into Williams. Williams backs in on Howard, lays it in. 44-27 and 4:45 left in the half. Here come the Fever back the other way. Nantes tries a 3 from the left wing. Left it short. Ball on the floor. Tipped out of bounds. Belongs to Chicago. .434 left in the first half. 44-27, Fever with the lead. On the move to the right is Atkins. She comes up shooting and hitting. 44-29. 4:20 left in the first half. This is where you want to keep them at bay if you're the Fever. Here comes Mitchell on the drive. In from the right. Backs up on the dribble. Dumps it low right to Howard. Howard backs in on Williams. Fadeaway shot in the lane. Good. 46-29 in favor of the Fever and 4 minutes left in the first half. Cardoso off to the right, over the top pass, tipped by Howard and stolen by Hall, and back they come the other way. Hall on the push, bounce pass to Dantas, back to Hall, out front Sims, over the top pass into Howard, able to gather it in, spins on Cardoso, back out to Dantas, on the move in from the left, now to Sims, Sims on the drive, in from the right, all the way, lefty layup is in. 48-29. 19, lead back up to 19, 3.5 remaining in the first half. We will do all of our raids at halftime. And we get an offensive foul the other way on Ariel Atkins. Matty Westbeld already playing with 3 fouls for Chicago. Seventh turnover against the Sky tonight. Let's reset your lineups for you. Cardoso, Williams, Allen, Kian Nurse, and Sergei Uzun on the floor for Chicago. Howard, Sims, Mitchell, Hull, and Dantas for Indiana. Here's Mitchell on the drive. Splits the double team. Bounce pass to Howard. Howard with a fake. Now gives it back to Mitchell on the left wing. Mitchell bounce pass to Howard. Cutting the hole, lays it in. 50-29. Lead back up over 20. It's 21 right now. And this represents the biggest lead of the night with 3 minutes left in the first half. Uzun turns on the dribble, works off the Williams screen. Uzun stops. Out front it comes to Cardoso. Bullet pass underneath to Williams. Hot Rod Williams with a lefty hook in off the glass. 50-31 and 2:49 left in the first half. Out front is Sims, 18-footer. Got it. Odyssey Sims with 11. Third player in double figures for the Indiana Fever. And it's 52-31 and 2:35 left in the opening half. In the front court is Uzun on the way to the left. Out front it comes to Cardoso. Cardoso with a fake. Cardoso on the move to the right. Dump pass underneath to Allen. Out to Nurse. Nurse on the drive in from the left. Throws the shot up. No, but a foul call. That foul will be charged to Odyssey Sims. And that will send us to a timeout. Chicago takes a timeout. 2:22 left in the half. And the Fever lead by 21, 52-31. Let's see who we can raid and have some fun with tonight. I believe they will hit 100. They're halfway there, Callie, and I think they're going to get 100 tonight also. I believe they're going to get 100. They're at 52 right now, which brings a bonus trivia question to mind. How many times have the Indiana Fever hit 100 points this year? How many times have the Indiana Fever hit 100 points this year? And name one of the teams they've done it against. Okay, there we go. Well, they're not on. Doggone it. I thought for sure they would be. Okay, there are 3 different channels I've seen so far that are doing this game, my channel being one of them. Kia Nurse will be at the free throw line when we get back to business. Coming up at halftime, we will give you updates on all the games of importance, including the Atlanta Dream and the Los Angeles Sparks. And if you're the Fever, you want to blow them out right now and give them no chance of getting back in the game. Kia Nurse drops the free throw, making it 52-32. Second free throw good, making it 52-33. Here's Hull with a three from the corner. That's no good. And Beck Allen claims the rebound. And back they come the other way in the front court. 2 minutes for the half. 15 on the shot clock. Uzan has it off to the right. Over the top pass underneath to Cardoso. Turns, shoots, missed. Cardoso the rebound. Back up, no, but a foul called. And Cardoso shoots a pair. First free throw by Cardoso is good. 52-34. Second attempt on the way, no good. Dantas claims the rebound. Indiana taking their foot off the gas pedal just a bit. 1:45 left in the first half. Odyssey Sims a standing dribble. Bounce pass to Dantas on the right wing. Dantas holds and looks, hands to Lexi Hull with a scissor dribble on the way to the left. Back to Dantas out front. A straight on three is no good. And the rebound out of bounds belongs to Chicago. With 1:31 remaining in the first half. Man, don't give them any shot to get back in the game. 1:25 left. Uzan off to the left. Uzan holds and looks with the ball over ahead. Now dumps it low to Cardoso. Backs in. Now plays to Uzan. Back out to Allen. Allen on the drive in from the right. Picks up her dribble. Feeds it to Williams. Williams on the drive. Lays it in. 16-point game. As stupid as this sounds, you don't want to give them any kind of chance to get back in the ball game. 52-36. The lead was 16 at the end of one. It's 16 right now, and the Fever just turned it over. You want to build on this lead that didn't take you long to get, but it also can be one that can't take long to be erased. Williams has 9 points in the game. 52-36, 45 seconds left. Cross-court pass to Allen for three. Yep, that's their first one from distance. 52-39. They've scored 8 in a row. 34 seconds left. 8 in a row and 100 seconds for Chicago. Here's Mitchell. Mitchell on the drive in from the left, lays it in with the left hand. Kelsey Mitchell has gone mad. 15 points in the first half. 20 seconds left. 54-39. 18 seconds, 15 on the shot clock. Mitchell, 15 points in the contest. Here comes Uzan on the drive to the left. Comes up shooting left of the lane and hitting. 54-41. See if they can get a basket to close the half. Here comes Sims. Sims on the fly. Pull up 18-footer. Good! With 1.7 left in the half. Cardoso looks to come in. Fakes. Now comes into Uzan. She'll let one go from three-quarter court. No good, and that's the half. Good closeout by the Indiana Fever. Oh, we have traveling first. Before we have halftime. Now we're going to have a review. But the Fever will take at least a 15-point lead into intermission. And it's an official review that we have right now. All right, there's 3/10 of a second left. Now we're at halftime, and I'm going to step aside for a break, feeling a little run down, so I'm going to go recharge and come back in a few minutes with scores from around the nation in college football as well as the WNBA. We're at halftime. Your score at the end of the first half: Indiana 56, Chicago 41. The 100-point watch is on. Back after this. All Fever so far, 56-41 at the half. And Noe Gauthier joined us during the break. Callie Greenshields with a correct answer. How many times have the Fever hit 100 points this year? The answer is three. 102 to New York and to Dallas, and 107, not 108, to the Phoenix Mercury. Quick profile at the half. Odyssey Sims and Kelsey Mitchell, two of three players in double figures. Mitchell leads all with 15 points. Matter of fact, let's just go through our box score. And Noe, I had to take a break. I had to go get some more water, and I'm going to have to go get another drink here very soon. But first, before we go through our box score, they're showing the highlights between the the Atlanta Dream. Boy, I'm tired tonight. And the Los Angeles Sparks, a team that the Fever are keeping their eye on. And it was all Fever for the all Mercury. Second time I've done that. For the most part in this game, they're late in the third quarter, and it's Atlanta still leading, but the lead has been chopped to 4, 62-58. LA owns two comeback victories on the road. They're both at Seattle. Can they come back against Atlanta after being down by as many as 13 in that game? Now it's time for our box score. Leading the sky is Elizabeth Williams with 9 points. All of those have come off the bench. Ariel Atkins next with 8. Camila Cardoso also with 9. So 9 points for Williams and Cardoso, 8 points for Ariel Atkins, 6 points for Michaela Onyenware. And those are the only three starters: Onyenware, Cardoso, and Atkins, the only three starters in the scoring column for the Chicago Sky. Beck Allen has 3, 2 for Kia Nurse, and 4 for Sergey Uzin off the bench. For the Indiana Fever, they were led by Kelsey Mitchell, who leads all scorers with 15 points. Odyssey Sims 13, 10 for Natasha Howard. Aaliyah Boston 4 points, 5 rebounds, 6 points for Lexi Hall. So every starter that played was in double figures for Indiana. Off the bench, Damaris Dantas is 4, and Ariel Powers with 4. Shooting in the first half, Fever 61%, 21 of 34, 3 of 10 from distance. They made all 11 free throws. They had 12 rebounds, 2 on the offensive glass, and they finished with 3 total turnovers. For Chicago, they were 14 of 27 from the field, 1 of 6 from distance. That belonged to Rebecca Allen, 12 of 14 from the free throw line, 10 rebounds, 2 on the offensive boards. They finished with 7 turnovers. And that's one of the reasons why the Sky trailed by 15. This year, rivalry between the Sky and the Fever have not been much of a rivalry because Indiana has won every single game that these two teams have played by double digits, and they lead by double digits now by a score of 56-41. Round the horn in Major League Baseball, Kansas City leads Minnesota by a count of 2-0. Boston, Arizona will go later on tonight. Astros lead Texas 1-0 in a huge National American League West Division series. Mets over Cincinnati 5-4. They're in the bottom of the sixth. That's big for the Mets. Cleveland leads Tampa Bay 5-0. White Sox lead Detroit 5-4. They're in the top of the seventh at Comerica Park. Sox looking for 5 in a row. Milwaukee leads Pittsburgh 3-2. Dodgers and Baltimore scoreless. They're in the bottom of the fifth. Cubs beat Washington earlier today at Wrigley Field 11-5. Philadelphia leads Miami 5-1. They're in the bottom of the sixth. Toronto has upped their lead against the Yankees as they try to do the same in the division. They lead 5-1. They're in the bottom of the fifth in the Bronx. Atlanta leads Seattle 1-0. And the Chargers struck first against Kansas City. They lead 7-0. 2:41 left in the first half, and Northwestern leads Western Illinois. They count 15-0. Louisville gets 2 field goals against James Madison, but trail by 1, 7-6. Later on, we have a tie game. The Sparks have come all the way back from 12 down, and they have tied the Atlanta Dream at 64 apiece. San Diego, Colorado, they are scoreless in the top of the first. Oakland and the California Angels go later. Frisco leads St. Louis 2-0. They're in the top of the second, and my chat box is working because I see Callie's chat just popped in. So I think I know how I'm going to adjust that. As mentioned, the bottom of the second, Astros lead Texas 1-0. I think I'm good on the water, but I'm going to take a break, and I am not going to take any chances, and I'm going to go fill both of my water cups up as we get ready for the second half of this key game between the Indiana Fever and the Chicago Sky. Score at the half, Indiana 56, Chicago 41. I'm going to go refill one of these and one of these, and they both carry about 40 ounces, so I should be able to have all that and get you all through the second half of the game. We'll also keep an eye on. No, I got to stay here because they're getting ready to start the third quarter. They are getting ready to start the third quarter, so we'll do our refill at the first time out. What do you all think of this full season coverage of the Indiana Fever? I missed 2 games due to an illness, and I missed a third due to a work schedule, and I'm going to miss a fourth also due to a work schedule. But it's going to be this. I think this has been worth it. It's been worth it for me, been worth it for the channel, for me to get back into it and, just find out and remember what a full season grind was like before all my health problems started. All the problems I am beating, by the way. So Kelsey Mitchell leads all with 15 points. Howard, Boston, Sims, Mitchell, and Lexi Hall to start the second half for the Indiana Fever. Onyenware, Cardoso, Banham, Atkins, and Hot Rod Williams to start the second half for the Chicago Sky. Sky in the black uniforms with the sky blue pinstripes. They'll move left to right in the second half. Fever will go right to left. And they'll have the ball to begin the second half of tonight's game. Howard to come in and comes in play to Sims, and Sims will bring it up. Sims, the 11-year veteran out of Baylor, steadying the force at the point guard position, finds Leah Boston, now finds Lexi Hall. Hall on the turn finds Natasha Howard. Howard looking low for Boston, and we get an offensive foul the other way? Yep. Yeah, we get a foul. We got a foul the other way. And fifth turnover against Indiana. On the right side is Atkins. Atkins holds and looks against Lexi Hall. Still looking for help. Now plays it low to Cardoso. Cardoso against Aaliyah Boston. Backs in, fakes, and throws it away. A steal by Howard. Howard back the other way, 1-on-3. Slows it down, gives it to Sims. Sims on the drive to the free throw line. Whips it past to Boston. 15-footer. No good left of the lane. Lexi Hall the rebound. Indiana gets another shot. Hall up top to Sims. Over the top pass into Boston. Fadeaway shot in the lane. No, but a foul called. That foul occurred on the floor. 9:12 remaining in the third quarter. Indiana 56, Chicago 41. We're going to add Sunday Night Football to our coverage. Aaliyah Boston flying to the hole, lays it in. 9:07 left in the third. And Chicago wants time. 9:07 left in the third quarter. Fever 58 and the Sky 41 on the Indiana Sports Hub. Maryland leads Northern Illinois 10-0. They're just about at halftime in that game. Eastern Washington and Boise State about 14 minutes away. And just as I say there's a tie game in Atlanta, Atlanta rips off 13 straight, and they now lead by 13, 77-64, headed to the fourth quarter of that game. Liberty and Seattle to go later. Okay, brain bender number 3. I played for Duke, drafted by the Mystics, played on several WNBA teams, including the Fever in 2012. 2012, played at Duke. Hmm. Is she a current player right now? That's the question I have. I will be in here tomorrow spreading the word about the broadcast that we have. Iowa and Iowa State will kick off our Saturday football coverage. Then we're going to take a peek at South Florida and Florida. Then Sunday is a mess. Colts will lead it off. The Fever and Washington take priority, even over the 49ers, because the Fever and Washington take priority because there's a playoff spot on the line for Indiana. How the Sky? What? No way. What kind of question is that? The Sky have not had control tonight. The Fever have controlled the game from start to finish. Well, hopefully start to finish, or start to this jump. Let me change my sentence. Start to this juncture. Fans are making noise. 17,241 at Gamebridge Fieldhouse. The Fever lead by 17 as we're getting ready to come back from a break. 9:07 left in the third quarter. Chicago won an immediate timeout. Banham brings it up. Banham along with Cardoso, Atkins, Onionware, and Williams. They dump it low to Cardoso. Backs in on Boston. Fakes, jumps the pass underneath the Onionware. Reverse layup is good. 58-43. 8:40 for the third. Don't want to worry about a blowout here. You just want to win to cut the magic number to 3, and it may be 2 by the night's over. Aaliyah Boston from 15. Nope. Long rebound taken down by Chicago and a jump ball. With 8:29 left in the third. Tyler Marsh looking for a foul. Not going to get one. Do you guys think Taylor Marsh will be fired after this season as far as the Sky goes? Do you guys think Taylor Marsh will be fired after this season And we get a jump ball violation against Ariel Atkins. Or do we? Nope. Try again. Yes, we do this time. Callie says no, but is still working within the W. Played for Duke, drafted by the Mystics. Played on several WNBA teams, including the Fever in 2012. I do not have a shot. I do not have a clue. Fever having him play to Mitchell. Mitchell splits the double team, whips a pass to the corner, a Sims left corner three. Long rebound, chased down by Hot Rod Williams. Ahead it comes to Banham. Banham in the front court. Banham a standing dribble, and we get a foul underneath. Hmm. 8-11 for the third. Chicago to come in. Foul line extended right. In play it comes to Williams. Williams, a standing dribble at the three-point stripe. Now plays it to Onyenware outside. Right back to Williams. Williams on the fly. In on Natasha Howard. Lays it up no good. Rebound out of bounds. Belongs to Indiana. With 8:02 left in the third. Everybody's saying it should be Chicago ball. It is Chicago ball. They will keep it. Baseline right. Banham looks to bring it in. Holding and looking. That ball tipped out of bounds. Stays with Chicago. They have a chance to cut it to 13 or 12 with a long one as Williams has it out front. Down the lane comes, this is Williams. And she traveled. Ten turnover against the Sky, only 5 against the Fever. And now if you're the Fever, you want to take advantage and get some points. They've been stuck on 58 for about 2 minutes now. 7:50 for the ball, 7:50 for the third. Mitchell, a wraparound dribble, works off the screen from Howard. Mitchell out front to Lexi Hall. Offensive foul on Dantas. I think Mean Fever play rough against the Sky. No, they don't. No, they do not. On the right side is Williams. Over the top pass into Onyenware. Lays it in. 13-point game. And now if you're the Fever, you're starting to see them breathe. You're starting to hear them coming. Here comes Sims. Sims on the move, left of the lane, out to Dantas for three. Long rebound chased down by Hot Rod Williams. Ahead to Banham. They can make it 11. Banham on the fly. Dump pass low to Cardoso. Pulls her way in the lane and shoots it in. And Stephanie White wants time. 7:14 left in the third. And lo and behold, 6 in a row by the Sky have made this an 11-point game. 58-47 on the Indiana Sports Hub. You're right, Callie. They've got to secure the rebound. That is 3 offensive rebounds on that possession. So they're taking a 60-second timeout. Powers will come in for Odyssey Sims. The lead is 11. This is the closest Chicago has been in a long time. They trailed by 16 at the end of one, 15 at the half. And it's 11 right now. With 7:14 remaining in the third, they got to get a 3 to lift the lid off the basket. They have to answer this flurry, the Fever do, with a flurry of their own. Meanwhile, the Sky are playing like you're not going to run away from us this time. They've run away from them every game this season. Favorite ball right to left in the red uniforms, top and bottom, white numbers and lettering as Mitchell trots it up. Mitchell in the front court. Mitchell standing dribble, works off the Dantas screen, gives it back to Dantas for three. Splash! Finally, Dantas got one. She's 1 for 3 from distance. And the lead up to 14, 61 to 47. 7 points for Dantas off the bench. Down the lane comes Onionware now to Williams. Williams leaves it for Banham, out of bounds, Indiana ball. With 6:48 remaining in the third. Any guesses to Bream Bender number 3? I've got none. It's one of the times that Callie gets me with a good brain bender. I have no guess whatsoever. Here comes Mitchell on the fly. Bounce pass Howard, right hand hook, swings it in. 63-47. 6:30 for the third. Back comes Onionware right of the lane. Onionware over the top to Cardoso, flying down the lane, lays it in. 63-49. 6:24 left in the third. Back the other way comes Kelsey Mitchell. Mitchell front court to the right. Mitchell doesn't use the Dante screen this time. Flies down the lane, lays it up, no good, but a foul called, and Mitchell shoots a pair. Mitchell sitting on 15 points. That's what she had at the half. And she'll shoot for her first points of the second half. Karima Christmas Kelly. Okay. I would not have guessed that at all. Mitchell, the 8-year veteran from Ohio State, to the free throw line. She gets ready and shoots the first one. It rims in. 64-49. As I said, you have to answer if you're Indiana with a flurry of your own. The second attempt on the way, good. 65-49. 17 points for Kelsey Mitchell. 6:12 for the third. Now you want to turn the screws defensively and put this team away. Out front, Cardoso to Banham on the left wing. Banham turns on the dribble, has it out front to Kia Nurse, over the top into Cardoso, backs in on Dantas, and a travel violation. So Cardoso turns it over, turnover number 11 against the Chicago Sky, and now the Fever have it, up 16 with a chance to extend on the lead. Here comes Mitchell on the fly, left of the lane jumper, got it. Kelsey Mitchell has it stuck on automatic. She's got 19, and the lead is 18, 67-49. 5:40 for the third. Banham off to the right. Out front, Cardoso between the rings. Bounce pass low, stolen by Hall. Back they come the other way. Hall on the push. In the front court. A pitch out to Powers for three. Rebound, Natasha Howard. Goes back up. Good. And the lead immediately back up to 20. 69-49. On the midst of an 11-2 run. Here's Kia Nurse to Williams on the right wing. Williams hands it to Onionware. Over the top pass to Williams. Flying in. Lays it up. Nope, but a foul called. And Elizabeth Williams shoots two. Kenneth Clark says, can Indiana get over 100 points tonight? They were on that pace until they hit a lull here in the third quarter. Although, with them just about at 70 points right now, I still say they can get 100. We'll see what their score is at the end of the third period. But at the same time, concentrate on getting the win. Williams to the free throw line, 5:11 for the third. Free throw good. That makes it 69-50. Maddie Westbeld in for the first time since the first quarter. She's playing with 3 fouls. Williams, 10 points on the night, their first player in double figures. Second attempt on the way and good. 69-51. 5:08 left in the third as Mitchell trots it up. Mitchell in the front court. Now finds Powers on the left wing. Over the top pass to Hall on the right side. Hall with a scissor dribble. Finds Dantas, a three from the right corner. Nope. Long rebound Hall. Follow shot no, but a loose ball foul coming up against Indiana. And that foul will be charged to Ariel Powers. Now Westbell brings it back the other way. Westbeld in the front court, off to the left. Now finds Onion Ware to the free throw line. Back to Westbeld. Westbeld looking low for Williams. She has it against Powers. Williams backs in on Powers, backs in, bumps into her, and we get a foul on Powers. Onion Ware will pull the trigger. Foul line extended left. In play it comes to Banham. Banham standing dribble between the circles. Now finds Westbeld. Back to Banham. 8 on the shot clock. Banham comes up shooting at the foul line. Nope. Long rebound chased down by Westbeld. Got to rebound the ball, ladies. Westbeld hands it to Onion Ware. Steps through right baseline. Looking for help against Turner. Turnaround shot right baseline. Nope, but a foul called on Turner. And that means 2 free throws. What's up, A Pistol? A Pizzle joining us, the man in charge of the Pain and Game Pick'ems. And Pizzle, thanks for coming on tonight. If you get a chance, go subscribe to A Pizzle 90 on YouTube. He's going to be in New Orleans this weekend for the Saints home opener. Free throw, no good. 69-51 our score. 4:16 remaining in the third quarter. Both teams have hit a lull here in the third quarter. Second free throw down. 69-52. 4:12 left in the third quarter. Shea Petty brings it up. Petty along with Dantas, Mitchell, Turner, and Powers. 3 for Mitchell. Nope. Rebound comes down to Williams. Williams comes ahead to Onion Ware. Onion Ware in the front court outside right. Out front, Williams between the circles. Williams on the move to the left. Now finds Banham, and we get an offensive foul the other way. Fourteenth turnover against Chicago, only 6 against Indiana tonight. They have played very controlled and very disciplined. They've gotten 21 points off of those 14 Chicago turnovers. 3:50 left in the third. Shea Petty brings it up. Petty, Mitchell, Turner, Dantas, and Powers. The 5 on the floor. Mitchell for 3 had it blocked, taken down by Williams. And Sergei Uzin back the other way to Williams out front. On the left side is Allen. Allen with a left corner jumper. Long rebound chased down by Westbeld. Hands to Allen to Kia Nurse. A wide open 3 from the right. Long rebound Westbeld again. They'll get a third try. Here's a 3 by Uzin from the left corner. No good. Rebound snatched down by Turner. Ahead it comes to Mitchell. Mitchell on the fly in the front court. Over the top pass to Petty. Back to Mitchell on the right wing. Mitchell on the fly into the lane. Dumps the pass to Powers. Back to Petty. A 3 from the right corner. Splash! That was necessary. And the lead is 20. Now back to steal by Mitchell. She tries to back it up with another 3. That's no good. And the rebound falls out of bounds. It belongs to Chicago with 2:58 left in the third. Lead is back up to 20. Their biggest lead tonight was 21. And now Uzin brings it up against Petty. Chicago's lost 4 in a row in this season series dating back to last year. Westbeld has it out front. Hands to Kia Nurse. Back to Westbeld on the right wing. Now back to Kia Nurse. Over the top pass into Westbeld against Mitchell. Got a mismatch. Westbeld goes underneath to Cardoso. She shoots it in. 72-54. 2.5 in the third. That was a great play, having Cardoso fly to the basket from the opposite side. Now they go in the corner to Petty. Petty in the right corner on the drive. In from the right. Over the top pass to Turner. Lays it up. Nope. And Westbeld the rebound. Now Uzin brings it up. Uzin in the front court. Dumps a pass underneath. That ball is tipped. It comes back out to Westbeld. Westbeld runs to the free throw line. Comes up shooting. Good. 72-56. And here they come again with 2 minutes left in the third. Petty brings it across. Petty on the move to the left. Picks up her dribble, looks for help, now finds Mitchell out front between the circles. Mitchell to Petty, outside left. Dump low left to Turner, pitch back out Mitchell. Mitchell on the drive, in from the left, underneath to Turner. Turner with a fake on the baseline, comes back out to Petty. You had 2 layups, you passed them both up. Petty with a 20-footer right of the key, no good. Westbeld the rebound. Oh, you had two gimmies underneath. Brianna Turner didn't take them. A minute and a half left in the third. Out front is Uzin. On the drive left of the lane. Bounce pass to Cardoso. Flying to the hole. Lays it up. No good, but a foul called. And Cardoso shoots two. That'll send Camila Cardoso to the free throw line. Cardoso shooting on 14 points. Missed that, or 15 points. Misses that one. Got an update from Atlanta coming up here pretty soon. Cardoso gets ready, shoots the second one. Good. So Cardoso sitting on 16 points to lead them in scoring. 124 left in the third. Petty on the move in the front court. Shea Petty, the veteran from Temple, with a standing dribble against Uzin. Out front it comes Alexi Hall. Hall with a fake back to Petty. In the right corner is Powers. Over the top pass underneath to Turner. Bounce pass to Alexi Hall, trying to fly to the hole. Missed, had it tapped out of bounds. It will stay with Indiana with 6 on the shot clock. And 108 left in the third. "15-point lead for the Indiana Fever. They've led all night. In play, it comes to Powers. Powers, stutter step dribble. 20-foot ahead of the key. Good. Big shot for Aerial Powers, and lead is 17, 74-57. 1 minute left in the third. On the left side is Kia Nurse. She got walloped and a foul called on Powers. Went to use the screen, and Aerial Powers trying to fight through the screen. And Nurse got blasted. So I'll send Kia Nurse to the free throw line. Nurse's free throw is no good. 74-57. 54.4 left in the third. The second free throw is good. 74-58, 50 seconds for the third as Petty trots it up. Petty in the front court, works her way to the left, or to the right, I beg your pardon, to Turner underneath. Back out Hall for three. Splash! Lexi Hall with a timely three, and the lead back up to 19. 35 seconds left in the third. Lexi Hall, 9 points on the evening. Here comes Uzin on the drive, right side. Now Cardoso out front, now to Nurse. Nurse holds and looks, back to Uzin. 8 on the clock, over the top pass into Cardoso. 6 on the clock, or Westbeld, I beg your pardon. Westbeld turns, fadeaway shot in the lane, rimming, no. Rebound Cardoso, back up, blocked. Rebound again, bulls her way over Powers, and an offensive foul. With 10.7 left in the third. And Taylor Marsh, I believe, is going to want to review this. So he'll spend a timeout with 10.7 left in the third quarter. And the Fever leading 77-58. I will refill my bottles at the end of the third quarter. I promise that. Atlanta running away 95-77 over Los Angeles. So the magic number, if all holds, could be down to 2, which means a win on Sunday coupled with a Sparks loss could clinch it for the Fever. Magic number coming into tonight is 4. The Sky indeed are challenging this offensive foul call. Sunday, they go to Dallas. Tuesday, they go to Phoenix. And then Thursday at Las Vegas. So the clinching could come as late as Thursday. Meanwhile, for the Fever, who are building on their best win total in a while, in fact, this is the second straight year they've won at least 20 games. They won 20 last year. That's on top of 13 that they won in 2023. 2022, they only won 5 games. So from 22 to now, they've improved by 16 games. So meanwhile for the Fever, they get this one tonight, Washington Sunday. And if Dallas wins Sunday against the Sparks, that will clinch a playoff berth. And then Minnesota on Tuesday, September 9th to close the season. And that's a game I have to miss due to a work commitment. They're still reviewing this play, and I think they're going to overturn it. I do not think that offensive foul call is going to stick. And they're flashing their lights. And how about a shout to the Golden State Valkyries for making the playoffs in their first year? I said at the top of the year they would be dangerous. I knew they would be dangerous because of the way they put their team together. Allison Moran will break it all down for us on Tuesday next week. Yeah, Atlanta's running away. They lead 95-79 with 2:33 left in the fourth quarter of that game. It's 77-59 here. Cardoso with a second free throw. It is good. 10.7 left in the third. They look to get it in play, and Beck Allen is called for a foul away from the ball. So that means a free throw and possession. Mitchell, 19 points in the game, has 20 with that free throw. $10.7 left in the third, 78-60. And the Fever to have the ball to come the length of the floor. They come in play to Petty, back to Hull, 8 seconds. Hull hustles it up, 6 seconds. Now finds Petty on the drive in from the left, throws the shot up. Nope, a travel. So now it's the Sky with a chance to get the final points of the quarter as Uzun brings it up. 3, 2, 1. Uzun 20-footer. Nope. And that's the quarter. So the Sky is sitting at, the Fever is sitting at 78. There is a chance they could get 100 tonight. I'm going to step away for a few minutes because I got to get some more water. Stand by, everybody. I'll be right back. Here we go, the fourth and final period. 10 minutes away from reducing the magic number to 3 for the Indiana Fever. They'll start the fourth quarter with Howard, Boston, Sims, Mitchell, and Hull. So starters on the floor for Indiana. And they know they have to close this one out with an 18-point lead as Uzun hustles it up for Chicago. Uzun has it outside left as we start the fourth quarter. Standing dribble works off the Westbelt screen. Uzun standing dribble, 9 on the clock. Uzun at the controls, whips a pass, tipped by Hull, back to Uzun on the attack, right of the lane, throws it up. Nope, but a foul called, and Uzun shoots a pair. Tell you what, Sergei Uzun is nothing to mess with. She'll shoot 2 with 9:37 remaining. Uzun gets ready and shoots the first one. Good. So since Caitlin Clark has been a member of the team, not only have the wins picked up, but so has the morale. Just hate to see her out with an injury. And I kind of knew she'd be out for the season after she popped her groin in Boston against the Connecticut Sun. Second free throw miss, rebound taken down by Natasha Howard. Howard on the fly into the lane, a pitch out to Boston. Boston hands it to Mitchell. Mitchell flying in and missed it. Rebound Williams. Now Uzun brings it up. Do you think the Sky can win this match tonight? Because the motivation is, I can't, man, Forgot I can't read that fast. Here comes Williams on the fly into the lane, lays it in 78 to 63. 15-point lead, a minute gone in the money period. We got another brain bender here. Odyssey Sims out front. Now to Howard. Howard on the drive, right of the lane, all the way to the hoop. Lays it in and draws the foul. Read our comments here. Do you believe the Sky can win this match tonight because the motivation from the Sky are there whatever the ground are whatever the what? I do not understand that sentence. Here's Callie's next brain bender. I work in the WA since 2023. Prior, I coached at 3 different colleges and universities. I coached with 2 WNBA teams. I'll tell you what, she comes up with some good ones. 80-63, free throw Howard, no good. Rebound Cardoso. 8 rebounds for her tonight. Now the Sky will try to indeed make a run in this game. They go over the top into Cardoso. It's tipped and picked off by Boston. Ahead to Sims. Sims in the front court. Stops right of the lane. A bullet pass to Mitchell. A 3 from the left corner. Rebound Cardoso. I believe that gives her a double-double tonight. Ariel Atkins back on the floor. Waves away Williams. Atkins standing dribble, whips a pass to Williams, left corner, back to Atkins, right side, left wing jumper, good, 80-65. 8:19 remaining in the ball game. Odyssey Sims back the other way. Out front, Lexi Hall. Hall on the move to the left, shoots a 3. Rimming, no. Rebound chased down by Boston. Hands to Sims on the attack, in from the right, all the way. Lays it up, no good. Ball on the floor, taken down by Uzin. Back the other way comes Chicago with a chance to cut it to 13 with a long, 12 with a long one. Uzin has it out front. 7:54 remaining. Plays it to Cardoso. Back to Uzin on the left wing. Uzin on the drive into the lane all the way. Now throws it to Williams. Hot Rod Williams on the move. Bumps into Howard, but a foul called on Natasha Howard. 7:45 remaining in the ball game. And Atlanta has won. The Sparks have lost to Atlanta 104-85. So the magic number as it stands right now sits at 3 for a playoff berth. Williams free throw no good. 7:45 remaining in this one. Rachel Bannon back in. Uzin is out. You have to match the Chicago energy because they're going to try to bring everything they can. The second attempt on the way, rimming, no, and the rebound, Aaliyah Boston. Outlet pass to Sims. Sims hustles it up. Sims on the drive, right of the lane, now finds Boston. Boston backs in, spins in the lane, and scores! 82-65, Chicago with the lead, and 7.5 minutes remaining. Back they come the other way. Banham in the front court. Banham on the move to the right. Ariel Atkins runs over Sims, and we get a foul on Sims. Sims is getting all kinds of beat up out there. They're going to take a look at it. Stephanie White says, nope, can't fool me with that. So the Fever will challenge with 7:25 remaining in the ball game. 82-65, Fever hold the lead and this challenge when y'all get back. Match is on the Fever ground. Yes, they're in the Fever arena, and I think the Sky can win tonight and make basketball great. What? Noah, do you know what you're talking about at all? Okay, I can answer part of his question. No, I don't think Chicago can win tonight. They have turned the ball over way too many times. I'll tell you what, though. To be fair, Chicago has had 2 big runs, both in the third quarter, to get themselves back in the game. But as soon as they got it to as close as 11, then Indiana started running away again, got the lead to as much as 20. I think this call is going to be overturned. I believe this call is going to turn into an offensive foul for Ariel Atkins. And if that's the case, it turns into a turnover, and the Fever will gain possession. A lot of college football to come your way tomorrow. We begin with the Cy-Hawk Trophy game. Cyclones and Hawkeyes from, how did Chris Dietz put it, the little department store in Ames, Iowa, we like to call Jack Trice Stadium. High noon is your kickoff. (82-65) our score with 7:25 left in the ball game. Oh, you're welcome, Noah. Or Noe. I hope I said that right. If I butchered it, I am sorry. Yeah, this call's overturned. Well, the reason Caitlin Clark, to expound on a point that he said a moment ago, the reason Caitlin Clark is not in the ball game is because she's out for the season with an injury. Yeah, this call's overturned. And it's going to turn, I believe, into an offensive foul. And the other reason, Chicago's just been playing sloppy against Indiana this year. That's the 5th foul on Ariel Atkins. Boston has it left in the lane on the move to the right, 16 on the shot clock. Boston gets Ariel Atkins out of the way, out to Sims, 15-footer, rimming, no. Rebound tipped, comes down to Howard, a hook in the lane is in. And the lead is 19, 84-65 with 7 minutes remaining. Atkins in the front court to Cardoso. Back to Atkins. Lost the ball, but it's tipped. And a foul is called on Sims. And Sims is wondering, how did I commit that foul? Foul line extended left. They look to come in. And it's Williams that will pull the trigger. Looking, comes in play to Banham, out front Cardoso. Cardoso has it on the move to the right, bounce low right to Onyenware. Onyenware backs in on Odyssey Sims, turns, and a travel violation. Oh, it is Noah. That is correctly said. It is Noah. Thank you. 18 turnovers for Chicago tonight, only 7 for Indiana. And the Fever have 23 points off turnovers. Mitchell, an 18-footer, no good left of the lane. Rebound comes down to Williams. 6:35 remaining in the ball game. 84-65. Fever with the lead. Williams picks up her dribble outside left, whips a pass to Cardoso on the right wing. Onyenware has it back to the right. They give it back to Cardoso. That pass poked away. Cardoso trying to save it. And it's out of bounds to the Indiana Fever. Sims brings it up with 6:20 remaining. Sims into the front court, finds Boston. On the right side is Mitchell. How about one more splash just to close out the night? Bounce pass by Howard underneath, tipped and stolen. Nope, Gip comes back to Lexi Hall. That pass underneath, tipped, and Howard gathers it in. Another pass, this time is tipped out of bounds with 6:03 left and 13 on the shot clock. .603 left in the ball game. We picked up a subscriber tonight. Shout yourself out, whoever our new subscriber is. 84-65. Indiana the lead and the ball. Both teams shooting 51% plus from the field this evening. Remember to hit the like and subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. Set it to all, ALL, so you don't miss an upload or a live stream. Thank you, Callie, for that. Sims standing dribble between the circles. We will carry the Fever playoff games beginning next Sunday. Bounce pass underneath, stolen by Banham. Banham back the other way. 5:50 remaining. Bantam in the front court, had the pass kicked. It will stay with Chicago with 19 on the shot clock at 5:47 remaining in the game. Aerial Powers in for Indiana. Odyssey Sims departs. Sims looked a little gassed, so she's going to get a little rest before the stretch run. Howard also departs in favor of Brianna Turner. They have it in play to Williams. Now Bantam has it off to the right. Bantam with a bounce pass low to Onyenware. Onyenware with a fake. Backs in on Lexi Hall. Fakes, turns, shoots, scores. And a foul called. 84-67 with a free throw to come. Natasha Howard departs with 18 points. Anyone have any guesses on trivia question number 4? I certainly don't. .539 left. Free throw good for Michaela Onyenware. And the score is 84-68. She's got 14 points in the game tonight. To the hole, laying it in, Aaliyah Boston plus the foul. 86-68 with a free throw to come with 5.5 left. Good drive by Aaliyah Boston, heading to the getting to the basket. That gives her a double-figure night with 10 points. She's got 4 rebounds and 5 assists. Free throw, no good. And the rebound taken down by Camila Cardoso. Cardoso, 18 points, 7 rebounds tonight. Williams has it outside right. Now out front to Cardoso. Cardoso holds and looks. On the move to the right, picks up her dribble. Boston pressures. She's in trouble. Now hands it to Atkins. Atkins works off the screen, drives in, throws it, and it's stolen by Boston. With 5 minutes left, Lexi Hall in the front court, dancing on the dribble outside right. Lexi Hall finds Boston right in the lane. Boston picks up her dribble, finds Powers on the drive, shovel pass to Turner, double fake, shoots it in. Lead back to 20. 88-68 and 4:45 left. Ariel Atkins back the other way. Atkins in the front court. Out front, Cardoso. Cardoso on the drive, whips a pass, tipped by Lexi Hall. Hall trying to come up with a steal, can't do it, and a foul called on Lexi Hall. That's a loose ball foul against Lexi Hall. That means free throws coming up for Chicago as they are in the bonus. Yeah, they're getting close to 100, Callie. They're sitting at 88 right now. And the Fever will challenge it, so we'll go to a timeout. 4:31 remaining. 88-68. Fever will cut the magic number to 2 as we continue on the Indiana Sports Hub. And the reason it's going to be 2 because Atlanta defeated Los Angeles also tonight, 104-85. Another key game is going to be New York and Seattle. So what could happen is that Seattle could get jumped by Indiana into the 7th spot by virtue of the Fever blowing out Seattle 3 times and winning that season series. So a lot of movement could happen. And we'll keep our eye throughout the night on New York and Seattle, and they're getting ready. They'll get ready to start in a half hour. Tell you what, with everything that's going on with the Fever this year, they still control their own destiny to get to the playoffs. As we are in the final 7 days of the season. So Indiana is about to wrap this one up. Then we get Washington on Sunday. And despite losing 4 out of 6, we're not out of the woods yet. So we get this one tonight, Washington Sunday, and then Minnesota to wrap up the season. Those are our last 3 games. And you figure 2 out of the 3 will wrap it up. $88-68 our score. This is indeed a fever challenge, and they are going to keep their timeout as this will be overturned. Rudy Adversalo in the house with us. Says, hi there, Snowman and everyone. Hello to you, sir. And please press the like button. Please smash that like button, folks. We're 38 subscribers away from 2,000. I still don't have a clue. Let me read that. Let me read that again. I worked in the NBA since 2023. Prior, I coached at 3 different colleges and universities. I've coached with 2 WNBA teams. Wait a second. No, it can't. No, that can't be. I don't think so. I think this is okay. The call has been overturned. It's going to be an over and back violation. It is not a loose ball foul. Shea Petty will come in for Kelsey Mitchell. I got no clue. So CC's team is solid without her, and the Divas team sucks with and without her. Who's the better player again? Oh wait, it was never a question. No, it never was. It never was. 4:31 left. The call has been overturned, and we're on a 100-point watch as the Fever is sitting at 88 right now. They were off to a good start, but they put up 31 in the first quarter. At the timeline, they look to come in, and they come and play to Petty. Shea Petty in the front court. Works off the Turner screen on the move to the left. 16 on the shot clock. Bounce pass to Aaliyah Boston. Boston on the drive to the left. Now finds Petty. Petty works off the Boston screen. Looking low for Boston. Now Lexi Hall over the top into Boston. Goes up on Cardoso. Lays it up. No, but a foul called, and Cardoso shoots 2. $88-68 Indiana. Not much time left for the Sky to try to come back and get this one. They trail by double digits most of the night. Free throw good for Aaliyah Boston. Lead is 21. Biggest lead of the night. The second attempt on the way. Rimming no. Cardoso claims the rebound. 4:10 left. 89-68 Indiana. Standing dribble is Atkins, and now we get a loose ball foul underneath. Demiris Dantas will come on for, I believe, Aaliyah Boston here. As Michaela Onyenware will head to the free throw line. The veteran from Maryland steps up with 4:01 left. Onyenware's free throw is good. 89-69. 15 points for Michaela tonight. Okay, Coach Austin Kelly. Okay. Second attempt, good. 89-70 and 4:01 left. See if the Fever can get 100 tonight. Petty across into the front court outside left. Works off the double screen to the right. 15 to shoot. 3:52 on the big one. Left side is Dantas. Dantas holds and looks against Cardoso. Finds Petty. A 3-ball corner pocket. Nope. Cardoso the rebound. Hands it off to Branham. Bantam turns and struggles. Ball is free. It's out of bounds. Stays with Chicago. Or does it? No. It does stay with Chicago. They have it in play at the timeline, and Chicago wants time. That close to getting them a 5-second violation. So timeout is taken with 3:31 remaining in the ball game. Indiana 89, Chicago 70 on the Indiana Sports Hub. So Austin Kelly was the answer. All right, some baseball scores. End of the seventh, Dodgers won, Baltimore won. Cubs beat Washington earlier today, 11-5. Philadelphia all over the Marlins, 9-3. They're in the top of the ninth in Miami. Bottom of the eighth in the Bronx. It's all Blue Jays, 6-1. They'll extend their lead. Atlanta leads Seattle 4-1. They're in the top of the ninth of that game. Chargers lead Kansas City 13-6 at the half. What? Northwestern all over Western Illinois, 25-0 in the third quarter. Maryland has snatched the lead over Northern Illinois, 13-9. James Madison and Louisville, 14 apiece. They're at the end of the third quarter there. Boise State leads Eastern Washington 13-0. They're late in the first quarter of that game. Liberty and Seattle set to go later. You know what happened with Atlanta? Atlanta won tonight over the Sparks, and that's big. Athletics and Angels just getting started. They're in the top of the first in Anaheim. It's San Francisco all over St. Louis, 6-1. Kansas City leads Minnesota 2-1. They're in the top of the eighth inning of that game. Boston and Arizona to go later. And the Rangers lead Houston 3-1. They're in the bottom of the sixth inning in Arlington in the battle for Texas. And a battle to keep pace in the American League West. As it stands right now, and if my memory serves me correctly, Houston leads the West by 4 over Seattle and 5 over Texas. Let me confirm. In the West, it's 3.5 right now. It's a 3.5 game lead and 5 over Texas. So this is a big series for Houston. Atlanta's on their way down to a loss tonight. Texas and Houston are doing battle right now. That's the division I'm keeping my eye on. We're ready to get back to work, and we're back to work. Dantes has it outside left corner, Lexi Hall. A three on the way is short, and the long rebound is chased down by Michaela Onyenware, and a loose ball foul on Damaris Dantes. .301 remaining, and free throws the other way. Callie, this will make you happy. They're giving Max Scherzer another day to rest, so he will not start until Sunday against the Yankees. That'll be a bonus game that we're looking at. Free throw is good for Onyenware. That makes it 89-71. Oozing in, Atkins is out. Remember, Atkins played with 5 fouls. Lexi Hall out for the Fever. 17 points for Michaela tonight. 18 with that free throw. 89-72. As Petty brings it up. Petty in the front court. Out front, Dantes. Now finds Powers on the left wing. Powers on the drive. In from the left. All the way to the hoop. Lean in shot. Banked it in and drew the foul. Ariel Powers gets the basket and a free throw to come. And that's 91 for Indiana. And I think there's time for them to get 100. Even 2 minutes. 2:46 left in the ball game. Powers 8 points off the bench tonight. On the way, and no good. Rebound taken down by Williams. 91-72, 2:40 left. In the front court is Uzun, leans over the dribble off to the left. Out front to Allen. Allen holds and looks. Backs up on the dribble, picks it up, now finds Banham off to the right. Dump low right Williams, back to Banham. 3-ball right corner. Rimming, no. Rebound Turner. Hands to Petty. 2:20 remaining. Petty across into the front court. Chicago 1 for 10 from three-point land tonight. KK Timpson seeing action in the fourth quarter for Indiana. Here comes Petty. Petty in the left corner, 5 to shoot. Out to Powers. Powers with a fake. Dump low to Timpson. Turns, shoots, and scores as the shot clock went dead. 93-72 with 1:58 left. This baby's over. Beck Allen plays it to Williams. Williams on the move to the right. Hands it to Westbeld for 3. Good. That's only their second three-point goal tonight in 11 attempts. 93-75 with 100 seconds left. Don't know if they'll get 100, but Timpson flies to the hole and taps it in. 95-75. 90 seconds remaining. Oh, don't know they're going to get 100, but they're going to get a key win tonight. Williams with a tap pass underneath for Westbound, out of bounds, belongs to the Fever with 1:23 remaining. Kelsey Mitchell, as they show the assist of the game, with an over-the-top blind pass to a cutting Damiris Dantas for the layup. 1:12 left. Timpson to Dantas on the left wing. Out front to Powers. 9 on the clock. 1:05 for the game. Petty leans over the dribble. Petty on the drive, right baseline. A pitch out to Dantas, and she stepped out of bounds. A minute to go in the ball game as Westbeld brings it up. 55 seconds left. Westbeld on the move to the right. Well, they're not going to get 100 tonight, but they're going to get a big, big win. And the magic number will be down to 2. Underneath it goes to Westbeld. Fadeaway shot in the lane is good. It's only her second field goal tonight with 38 seconds left. Game to keep our eye on, and we'll do it. We'll monitor it. We won't call it, but we'll monitor it. Will be New York and Seattle in Seattle. A loss for Seattle, and Indiana jumps into the 7th spot. Here's Timpson, had her shot blocked. Gathered in by Turner. 7 on the clock. Dantas outside right. 4 on the clock. 3, 2. Dantas lean in, flip. Nope. Rebound taken down by Beck Allen. And now stolen by Powers with a layup with 9.2 seconds left. That's the second time they've had a situation like that tonight. The Indiana Fever are going to pick up a big, big win. Final score tonight from Indianapolis, Indiana. It's the Indiana Fever 97 and the Chicago Sky 77. Teams shake hands, and the magic number is now 2 for the Indiana Fever to clinch a playoff spot. Player of the game is Kelsey Mitchell. She finishes with 20 points, 6 of 13 from the field. And 4 3-point goals tonight. Or 2 3-point field goals tonight. Final score, Fever 97 and the Sky 77. They complete the 5-game sweep over the Chicago Sky. They win each by double digits, and each of them going away. Next time we'll be with you for Fever basketball is Sunday in the midst of our sports madness. The Fever game takes priority against the Washington Mystics because there will be a playoff spot on the line. I'll say possibly right now, depending on what happens throughout the course of the weekend. We will keep you updated. College football tomorrow. Iowa and Iowa State will start the day, and then we'll monitor action throughout the country. My name is Brian Snow. Hope you enjoyed it as we enjoyed bringing it to you. Good night, and God bless everybody.
Snowman on the mic, no mistake, he elevates. Play by play.
The pitch. We're going to drive into deep center field. Miller back at the track, looking up. See you later! Go, Diddy, go! 30, 20, 10, 5. Good night. Touchdown. Unbelievable.
Formation in motion, handoff McFerrin, running off right tackle, and McFerrin is loose! Goodbye, baby! 20, 10, 5, touchdown!
And the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Put it in the book, and that's a Spartan winner.
Vision, precision, lifting hope. Every word is the mission. Ambition with his queen by his side. No division, just fusion.
Thanks to all who showed up, including Callie Greenshields, Noah Gauthier, Bruce Marmee, and Horowitz Feinberg and Horowitz, among others, in the rowdy crowd tonight. The preseason has been a presentation of Snowman Sportsnet for fans, by fans, All Heart, Our Media, All Media, a division of Snowman Multimedia, celebrating 30 years of sportscasting excellence. Good night, everybody.